Hello, Paul is the best for UK here, and welcome to another video. Now I do apologise about yesterday, there was no video, but there's going to be a double build tonight. There's going to be one at 6 PM as normal, and there's going to be one at 6:30. So I hope you can join me for both. I do apologise, there was some incident that happened in my personal life which concerned me enough to not be able to facilitate the video. But yeah, okay, so this is Call of Duty Black Ops, which I didn't even know was even available on the Nintendo DS, but yeah, apparently it is. So let's have a look how Call of Duty Black Ops fares on the handheld system. So we've got control scheme here, we've got stylus control or button control. I think that stylus control is going to be very awkward on an emulator, so I'm going to go for button control. I don't know where that fares for innovation on the actual system itself, but on this emulator it would be much easier to use button control. Right, okay, so straight into the title screen here, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops, single player, multiplayer, statistics, options, data management, credits. Let's go for options first. Controls. There's quite a few options there, isn't there? Let's just go for single player, let's get into it. So I had this originally, the very first time I played Call of Duty Black Ops was actually on a Nintendo Wii original, which might surprise you because a lot of people would have played this on the Xbox 360 or something for the first time, or the PC. But yeah, the first time I played this game was Nintendo Wii original. I've never played this DS version before, so let's go straight into the campaign mode. Obviously the servers are shut for the multiplayer mode, for a guess. So we go for recruit because I'm shit at games. Okay, so we got some sort of intro going on. Okay, it's another one of them games where you can't skip the intro. But wow, that's quite impressive actually. They've actually got the first person like sort of graphics running on the DS. The DS wasn't as powerful as like say the PSP, so it wasn't quite as good as that. It was much more powerful in the Game Boy Advance, so let's wait. You can't seem to skip this. Okay, maybe you can. I'm going to try and skip it. Okay, so we're into the game now. This is different. Oh my god, that's weird controls. Okay, the controls aren't mapped very well to the emulator. So yeah, that's shoot. That's fire. Oh, I see, that's strafe. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's proceed on. So yeah, visually it doesn't look too bad. This is not the same campaign as the Wii original version or the Xbox 360 version, the PS3 version, etc. This is a completely different campaign by the looks of it. We're set more in the outdoor scene rather than like in the woods. Maybe not the woods, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it's quite difficult to getting used to this control scheme actually on this emulator. I might have the buttons mapped wrong. Right. Okay, so you see what they're trying to do. They're trying to sort of like get the experience of the more powerful machines on the DS, which I think they've done quite a good job actually, considering the hardware limitations of the system. It's a lot better than like say the combat games even on the PS1, such as like I don't know, Medal of Honor on the PS1. That wasn't very good, was it? And yep, this is a lot better, but yeah, I suppose maybe the DS is a bit more powerful than the PS1. I'm not quite sure the actual specs of both machines. It's a lot newer than the PS1 because the PS1 was obviously released in 1994 or whenever it was. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe a bit later, I can't remember. But yeah, this is not too bad of a game actually. I'm sorry about the awkward viewing angles, I just can't get used to these controls. I normally often play games as I do them rather than pre-play them first, which can have a negative impact on how I display the game. But yeah, you can see what it looks like. You can see that it's game of the day again, and yep, this video was meant to be on yesterday, so again I apologise about that. But yep, at least it's here now. And if you fancy a bit of a Call of Duty experience on a Nintendo DS, maybe this is the one to try. This video is designed not as a full featured review, but just to show you what the game looks like and how the music sounds. I'll actually shut up a minute so you can listen to the music as well. Okay, so we now don't have the music. The music might come and go as the level progresses. I'm not quite sure. That's one of my goes. Let's shoot this. I think as a handheld, back in the day when the DS was quite fresh, I think this would have seriously impressed a lot of people, to be honest, because it has got good graphics, and it's definitely a good FPS by the looks of it. It does play quite well. I apologise about the weird up down angles, but yeah, the control scheme is strange, but I think I might have the emulator buttons mapped incorrectly. Like I said earlier in the video, you can use a stylus to move about and stuff as well. I can't really demonstrate that in this video, but obviously if you use a real DS you'll probably be able to use that feature and see how that compares. But yep, so that's Call of Duty Black Ops, and I'm actually quite impressed with this. It seems really good, and for that motion I'm going to give this one a nice 8 out of 10. It seems very good to play, so stick around 6 for the next video, and I'll see you then. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Again, apologise for now the Gamer Day on Friday, and I'll see you in the next video.